Students, we are in the lesson speed, time and distance, and we will be learning about the very important aspects of speed, time and distance, that is relative speed. See, relative speed is what about? Relative means it is in comparison of, it's not the comparison when the two moving objects are moving simultaneously. Then you will have to find out one speed which will be taken into consideration, which is called relative speed. Relative speed means in relation to other the speed. So two moving objects. Think of you often go for a journey where you are moving on a railway. On railway track on the train, and you are finding on a parallel track there is a train coming towards you, or it is going away from you. So this time you think of that particular moment and try to learn about these aspects. You might have gone through my previous video, YouTube video. There you have got the conception. Now before you move on to the exercise, you will have to know a few of the must know point of this lesson. Let me of this particular subject, which is called relative speed. First of all, two bodies when they are moving in the same direction, two vehicle, it may be two four-wheeler, maybe two-wheeler, maybe, or two trains, maybe. See, two vehicles moving in the same direction. I have tried to draw the railway track, parallel railway track, and this red one is the assume this is a train. Here is one train, here is train, another train. So these are moving towards the same direction. This direction it is moving. Okay, towards my right. So both are moving in the same direction. That time relative speed will be similar. See, that time speed will be that will be the difference of the speed. If suppose this is having the speed will be retarded in that case. Speed will be retarded and speed will be less. If the speed of the first train is 50 km per hour and speed of the second train is 30 km per hour, then definitely this difference will be their relative speed. That means when the two bodies are moving in the same direction, relative speed will be the difference of their speed. I hope you have got it. Now think of the other one. They are moving each other. They are moving towards them only. Means on the same opposite direction. That means this train in this two parallel track, this train is moving towards this, and this train is moving towards this. That time speed accelerated. Actually, speed became more. So relative speed will be what? Sum of their speed. Suppose this is 50 km per hour. This is 90 km per hour. The relative speed will be, if it is in the same direction, 90 plus 50, 140 km per hour. In this case, it was difference because they are, a nice example given in the video was that the policeman chasing a thief. If they are going in the same direction, the speed of the thief also has to be covered by the policeman. That means policeman's speed is getting retarded. It is getting reduced because he is also moving at some speed. So difference of the speed will be the relative speed. Now you have got the conception, I think. Remember, when two objects are moving on the same direction, then that time the sum of the speed will be the relative speed. If they are moving in the opposite direction, the difference of the speed of the two moving objects will be the relative speed. Now moving on to third aspects, time taken for one moving train to pass another one. See, a moving train is there to pass another moving train. A moving train is there to pass another moving train will be the sum of the length of both the train, because train is a length object. Therefore definitely their length is also having some distance. So sum of the length will be the total distance divided by the relative speed. So that time only they will meet each other. Suppose this train is having some 250 meters and this train is having 350 meters. Sum of the length will be their total distance covered, and then sum of the length divided by the relative speed, their relative speed. If they are going in the same direction, then definitely it has to be difference their speed. If they are going in the opposite direction, then definitely it will be the sum of their speed. So that is what is the general conception of this question. Try to understand. And then another very important aspect is that if the speed of a boat, sometimes you are going for somewhere for boating or so in a waterland or so. Say speed of the boat boat has got its own speed. The stream also has got its speed. So in that case, what will be the speed of the boat? What will be your actual speed to move? That you have to know. See, first of all, speed of the boat, that is boat in still water, will be having some speed, and then stream also will have its own speed. So it has got an upstream and downstream. You have to understand what is called upstream, what is called downstream. Upstream means, against the stream if some object is moving. Downstream means for the stream if it is moving. With the stream, if you are moving, then definitely your speed will accelerate, the boat speed will accelerate. And then if you are moving to upstream, definitely your speed of the boat will return. Speed of the boat, in fact, your relatives will return. So that is what, what is the speed? Speed of the boat in the still water, if it is x kilometer per hour, and speed of the stream, it is y kilometer per hour. For the downstream, it will be x plus y kilometer per hour. It will be plus, because downstream means you will get the help of the stream as well. So it will be added, speed will be added. For the downstream, for the upstream, the speed will be retarded. Therefore, it will be x minus y kilometer per hour. Could you understand? I hope you have understood this few concepts. Now we move on to exercise 6b. I have taken question number 1 itself because I have to make it clear about the relative speed for same direction and accordingly to the opposite direction also. I have taken question number 1 of exercise 6b. The sum of the length of the two trains is given to you. One is 115 kilometer. Length is given to you. One train is 115 meter. Another train is 135 meter. So what will be the sum of the length? Definitely addition of these two, it will be 250 meter. See, 250 meter, and then speed of the first train is given to you 35 kilometer per hour, and speed of the second train is given you 45 kilometer per hour. Here it is kilometer per hour, here it is meter. See children, you have to make it meter per second. Either meter per second, multiply this one into 5 by 18, both summation 5 by 18, that will be meter per second. And otherwise, in meter you convert into kilometer, because here kilometer, here is kilometer. I converted that one meter into kilometer because this thing will come in fraction if you are multiplying that one. So 250 meter is equal to 250 divided by 1000, kilometer is equal to 1 by 4 kilometer. Do you agree? Okay. Now the relative speed in case of opposite direction. What will be the relative speed in case of opposite direction? The speed will definitely added. So it will be 35 km per hour plus 45 km per hour. First train is moving at the 35 km per hour with the speed, and second train is moving with 45 km per hour. So their summation will be the speed of the actual relative speed. So 80 km per hour. So opposite direction I am talking about. So this will be, so time taken to pass each other will be what? The total length, total distance covered divided by the relative speed. So total distance covered is 1 by 4 km divided by relative speed is 80 km per hour. So this much hour, 1 by 4 divided by 80 hour, that is equal to 1 by 4 into 1 by 80, 1 by 320 hour. 1 by 320 hour is equal to 60 into 60 second divided by 320. That you understand. 1 hour is equal to 60 into 60 second, or 1 hour is equal to 60 minute, that is equal to 60 second, 1 minute is equal to 60 second. So 60 into 60 divided by 320 second. If you calculate this one, 0 0 will be cancelled, and this 6 you can cancel this one by that will be 2, and this will be 16. Then again it will be cancelled with 8, and then 8 can cancel with 4. 4 2s are 8, and if you go do it 4, then itself will be 2, and by it will be become 15 by 2, which is equal to 11.25 second. I think the calculation is right. 0 0 cancel, 6 is cancelled with 2, it will be 3. The calculation it will wrong. If you solve it, you will find you will 11.25. I will just once again try to do it. Just have patience. See, it became 60 into 60 divided by 320 second, which is equal to 60 cancel, 3 2s are and 16 then 16, it will can go with 4, and this will become 15. 45 by 4, 45 by 4 a second is equal to 11.25 seconds. I hope you have understood it. Now relative speed in case of same direction, definitely it will be, difference of their speed. So in that case it will be 45 kilometer per hour minus 35 kilometer per hour, 10 kilometer per hour. So that will be, and then time taken will be the length of distance to be covered, that is 1 by 4 kilometer divided by 10, which is equal to 60 by 40, which is equal to 3 by 2 minute. 3 by 2 minute is equal to 1.5 minute, which is equal to 1 minute 30 seconds. I hope you have understood it. See, for the same direction, you will have to difference the speed for relative speed, and for the opposite direction, add the speed. Now I have taken question number 4. The distance to be covered is given to you is 125 meter. And in case of the same direction, the relative speed will be the man. In this case, no, man is not a distant object. Therefore, distance covered will be the length of the train itself. So, in case of same direction, relative speed will be 55 minus 5 km per hour, because man's speed is 5 km per hour and train speed is 55 km per hour. So, definitely same direction means difference of their speed. So, train speed minus man's speed, it will become 50 km per hour. But the distance to be covered is 125 meter, which is equal to 125 divided by 1000 is equal to 1 by 8 meter. I converted this one into meter because the kilometer. I converted this one into kilometer because here it is kilometer per hour given to you as like the first sum. The time required will be 1 by 8 divided by 1 by 50, which is equal to 1 by 8 into why it is 400. I will tell you 8 5s are 1 by 8 into 1 by 50, which is equal to 1 by 400 is equal to 1 by 400 into 60 into 60 second. I hope you have understood it. This one, if you solve it, then it will become this much second. And if you cancel all the 0 and make it simplified form, 2s are and 3s are. So 18 by 2, this will also be cancelled with 3. 3 3s are 9. So 9 second will be the answer. Could you understand? If it is going in the same direction. Could you understand? Now you have converted 150 meter as 125 meter as 125 by 1000. Now moving on to the opposite direction, what will do relative speed? The speed of the train plus speed of the man, that will become 60 km per hour. So time required will be the distance divided total distance covered, means the speed of the in case of train, both the train, but in case of man only one train. So 1 by 8 divided by 60 hour, which is equal to 1 by 8 into 60 into 60 second. So that if you convert into then it will become 1 by 8 into 60, and that will be multiplied 60 into 60 to convert into second. It will be 15 by 4 second. 15 by 4 second is equal to 15 by 4 second. 15 by 2 second will become. So that will become 7.5 second. The cancellation is very simple. 16 will be cancelling with 60, and this will be cancelling with 15. 15 4s are 60, and 4 2s are 15 by 2. 15 by 2 will come. 15 by 2 is equal to 7.5 second. I hope you have understood it. Go through, you will understand better.